So here we are connected to one of our 18 gigahertz nodes. You can see the spectrum running from 9 kilohertz up to 18 gig, running in real time. Resolution bandwidth automatically being picked to maximize the screen refresh. You'll note as we zoom in on various artifacts that resolution bandwidth automatically allows us to look with higher and higher resolution. Of course, we can manually override that at any time. And we can move around the spectrum looking at various artifacts in very high resolution, as you can see. So we're just going to zoom out. Let's take a look. Okay, what are these guys here? We zoom in. See, we've got a series of bands. Okay, they're of interest. What do I want to do? Well, the first thing I'd like to do is sort of identify what they are. What our system allows you to do is to perform a data overlay. So here in the UK, what we do is I go to Ofcom, and I can build a table. It's a CSV file, and it's a table of the frequency allocations that Ofcom have sold Spectrum. And here what we're seeing is for the various cellular companies, 3, O2, Vodafone, EE, we can actually see that these are actually allocated to those guys. So we know these are some cellular downlink bands. By the way, guys, you're paying some very big license money for Spectrum that you're not utilizing over here. So might want to take note of that. Now the next step we might want to do is to perform some classification. We know those are now cellular bands, but what sort are they? What I'm going to do is just enable the signal classifier. So what I'm doing here is I'm measuring over a 5 megahertz window. I have my signal classifier with its artificial intelligence engine running, analyzing over 20 to 30 different signal parameters that we're recording in that area. Of course, I'm pointing down at the noise. The chart's showing me it's a noise. If I just pick that up and slide it, center it over the top of the band, we let the AI engine do its thing. And then what we can see, obviously, a very high probability. Yes, that's a 3G signal. Across here to one of the Vodafones, 3G. Yep, 3G. Let's push that out to the noise again. And again, what it's registering now is that's just a noise pattern that has gone in the background. So, beautiful way of moving anywhere across the RF spectrum, being able to compare signals that you know against frequency allocation tables coming from the regulator, and then using the new CRFS classification tool to be able to classify and verify what type of signal we've got there. Of course, from here we can go on and do signal occupancy measurements, various other measurements as well. And of course, using a series of sensors, we can then start to plot how the signal density across various cities and what have you is able to operate. So it's truly a really interesting tool with a multitude of applications.